Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here to share with you a flip through my grunge journal that I made with Laurie, who is Girl on the Ridge here on YouTube. And there's a link to her channel in the description box. She came on a live with me. I think it might be a couple weeks by now. It's hard to tell, the time goes by so fast. And she showed me how to, and everyone that watched in the live, how to make her, when she makes these grungy type journals. I've been watching Laurie make these, and I was so intrigued by them, and I really wanted to try one. So she said, let's do one together, and that's what we did. And I had a really good time. I really enjoyed making this. And let me tell you, it was so far out of my comfort zone that it's like it was in another country. I mean, I even when I use paper and make the paper journals, I still tend towards shabby chic vintage, but with clean lines. I'm going to say clean lines, I think. More structured. I put a lot of thought into like each and everything I put in or on them. I just sometimes I overthink and I have to put it aside and come back another day to work on it again if I feel like I'm stuck, and that does happen a lot. But this type of journal, Laurie said that you don't think, you just do. And you have things around you and you just have fun with it. And you try not to think. And I think that's why one of the reasons I was like really out of my comfort zone. And I know I made a couple of mistakes on them. I know what they are. You won't know what they are, so I'm not going to tell you. But and then it's nothing, big or anything. And I will say that I did try my hardest not to think about what I was doing. Excuse me. But there's a little thought put in here, because that night that she showed me, we did the basic part of it. And I think I got maybe a page done. And of course, Laurie got almost a whole journal done, I think. She's a really fast crafter. And I thought I was fast, but Laurie has me beat. And so most of it I had to do, afterwards on my own. So anyway, excuse me, sorry. Let me just take a sip of my coffee here and I'll show you. Oh, I've been drinking coffee all day because it's just keeps me warm. We just went through this really crazy storm Wednesday night. I mean, they said it might rain, and it was just like almost like felt like hurricane winds and the downpour. You look out the window and you couldn't even see across the street. And within 10 minutes of it starting, we lost power. And then we found out that that night that half the town was out of power, that there were trees down everywhere across the roads and wires down. And it could have been till midnight tonight before power was restored. But I woke up this morning at 7 o'clock and it was on. So I was thankful for that. And it went down into the 30s last night. So the first thing I did was I turned on my heat, and I've been making coffee all day just to keep warm, just to feel warm again. So anyways, enough about that. And the reason I'm telling you mainly is because I'm behind. I'm behind on making videos. I'm behind on watching videos and commenting and all that. So just bear with me. So anyways, here is the cover. And we started off with copy dyed paper, and you put it, you just fold them in half, you tear, you don't even think, you just tear those pages, and that's what I did. And then you just go crazy embellishing. So here's the first, the cover page. And I sewed in the signature, and then I glued it onto the cover. And this is the cover, believe it or not. And then I added this piece of fabric just to hide. I had a little trouble knotting, and I just wanted to make sure it was secure. So anyway, this piece, and I tore, I think I tore almost everything. Here's a piece. This is from Lorna Taylor, Tailor Made Journals on Etsy. One of her pages from, I forget what the kit's called, but it's all fabrics and doilies. And so I used that. I did some stamping. Here's a picture from one of Tracy Fox digitals, and also this clock is one of hers. And I added a really old piece, little snippet piece of a chair back and half a doily, handmade doily, and this little pink and green applique. So that's the front cover. On the back, I just left it blank. I usually do, and I signed it and dated it. 10/1/20 is when I actually finished it. So you open it up, and here's the inside page. I did put another clock on the other side because it just didn't look right to me. And that was one of my thoughtful things that I wasn't supposed to do. But anyway, here's another one of Tracy's. And I printed this on copy dyed paper. And then here's a stamp. Here's a piece of another piece of copy dyed paper. I left it blank in case if anybody does get this, they can journal some of it. And here's some notes. Here's another stamp. I added lines to this one for journaling. And on the side, here's a postcard. Here's a fabric rosette, a little piece of an applique, and a little piece of a trim. These are from Crafty Me Shop. And then because I used a Sharpie and it went through to the other side, I just drew lines on this page too. It is what it is. And here's a little bingo card. I think I used Tracy's. I think I might have used all of the digitals. I think I used a Tracy's actually. Here's a little pocket I made out of torn paper. Here's a tag that I embellished. And these are pieces of vintage trims. And then here I did one of those, what do you call it? I knew there'd be some word I'd forget, but Laurie showed us how to do that too. Like a ruffled paper. And then I added this trim and this piece. And then here's one with the list, and I have a zigzag stitch stamp. And then here's a pocket I made with another piece of copy dyed paper, some different pieces from another of Tracy's kits, also this one envelope, and then I added a couple of things in here. Here's a little mini envelope. Forgot to add something in there, but I will eventually. And then you flip it over, and then I left this one blank, but did a little more of that stitch. And then here's another piece of, whoops, not in the frame, sorry. Here's another piece of the ruffled paper trim with just little snippets and a flower and some more digitals. Love this image, and there's a piece of fabric behind it and a piece of tatting. Didn't do a lot of thought to that. I really tried. And then on this side, some more ephemera and another rosette with a handmade doily behind it. Here's another pocket from Lorna's digital kit. Another tag that I embellished, and you can write on the back of that. And then here's some more. I did like making that ruffled trim with the paper. It's a lot easier with paper than it is with fabric if you're just folding it and gluing it. And then some more pieces here. And then on this side, I did do some with fabric though. This was a little harder because I just did it by hand. I don't have one of those attachments on my sewing machine. And then here's a to-do list. Let me just take another quick sip of my coffee. And I inked the edges of the pages, left these blank, but I did put a little bit on here. Man, I have to keep remembering to look to make sure I'm in frame. And then this, Laurie had made something similar, but this is actually a slow stitch piece from my friend Abby Henderson, Purple Cottage Crafts. She had sent me a beautiful rack a while ago, and I've been dying to use it, but didn't know how. And then Laurie had made like a hidden type of pocket thing. So I just put the note paper on here and then just added this to it. So I was really happy to be able to use this piece that Abby sent me, and you can see her slow stitching on here. It's really beautiful. And then here's another of her pieces. I got to use 2 pieces, and look at the slow stitch on that. I can't do it with my fingers, but I really do love the look that you get from it. And so I made a pocket with this piece, and I added this little it's just, I cut up a bunch of them, and I just put a little clip on there. And then here's another embellished tag that I made. And here's another one of those clocks. And I just use snippets all through it too. Here's some more stamping and clock on the other side. And then here, this is like the tiniest piece of tatting I have ever seen. And I can't remember, I don't know if somebody sent it to me or if I found it in one of my antique store purchases. I just don't remember, but I think this is the last piece that I have of it. And I mean, look at how tiny that is. It's incredible. So here's another page where I added an image, a digital image, and didn't do a lot of thinking for that one. And then I have this piece here. I think this is a piece I got from Patty Lang, Sacred Mementos. I wanted to use something from her, and so I added it to that page. Here's some more notes. Didn't use a lot of thought. I really tried. I tried really hard. And then here's a couple more tags that I just cut out and inked around. And then here's another piece of handmade doily, postcard piece. And then I left these basically blank. Here's some lace and trims. And then there's the back. So that's it. Like I said, I really had fun making this. I'll probably make another one at some point. Just when I need to do something fun and not think about it. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it all the time, but I really did enjoy it. And I do like getting out of my comfort zone once in a while. So I hope you like it. If you'd like, leave me a comment, and please go over if you haven't checked out Laurie's channel, although I can't imagine anybody that watches me doesn't watch Laurie. And she just makes the most amazing pieces, and I just love her style. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another project share. Bye for now.